Scorpio, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-June 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we can dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the beautiful Scorpio collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here, my guides. Talk to me. What do you got for us? What do you have for Scorpio gang? In mid-June, what energies, messages, insights can we take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see who might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Scorpio mid-June. What's the vibe? And yes, in case you're wondering, we're still rocking here with Creepy Alice deck. I've been enjoying it. I know a lot of you really like it too. Okay, so I got this for another sign this week. Do not drink poison. It's kind of funny, right? I love the color of it. That green looks really nice. I mean, this like feels like something's like, do you even have to say that? Like, I kind of know that you shouldn't drink poison. So like, to me, I'm initially getting something that just feels like blatantly obvious, which is odd. Like, I use this deck very like intuitively, so it's not, I mean, there's other things that we can pull from this where Spirit's telling you to refrain from something, but the main thing I'm already feeling here is like, okay, that's obvious. I get it. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the June subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk more in depth about the card. So yeah, see her there. It looks really cool. I love that shade of green. So yeah, don't drink the poison. So again, there's either something where it's just like blatantly obvious, whether it's a situation, whether it's how someone's acting, like there's something that comes into your awareness where it's like, okay, I get it. You ever know, like when someone tries to explain something to you that's like very, very simple, and it's like, yeah, I kind of learned about that in kindergarten, my friend. It's given me a vibe like that. So watch out for things that are just like blatantly obvious to you, okay? And that could come in a whole lot of different forms. Now, don't drink the poison. For some of you, this could be a good card for self-improvement, self-betterment. So like if you're on a journey right now to curb some habits, curb some behaviors, this could be a temptation as well, where you might fall back into old patterns. But I do get an energy here of like someone that's doing the right thing and going for healthy things or healthy ways of acting. So, I mean, a lot of random stuff just came through there, Scorpio, but we're just going to put her back right there. She could chill out for a minute. Hopefully she doesn't drink the poison. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say the first card here doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for Scorpio gang, please. While we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. It was titled A Massive Payoff. And to me, I mean, the last couple of weeks of readings have been pretty nice for Scorpio. Lots of really good stuff coming your way. And it felt like either a process being worth it or like going through something or working towards something for a long time. It's like, it finally paid off for me, which felt really nice. So whether it is something that's still a little bit a ways away or whether it's something that comes in, keep your eyes peeled for the coming days and weeks. But we're going to see what shows up this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards for Scorpio to start. What's happening? Quick. 8 of Cups. Okay. That's your energy on the go. Someone's energy on the move, that's for sure. And I do like an action card in position number 1. Just unsure about this 8 of Cups to start. Let's get a couple more out here. I need more context. Let's get 1 more, or 2 more rather. Page of Swords, okay. So observing. I got a very, very similar thing in the Pisces reading, where it's like, oh, there's someone like watching something. There's like somebody locked in. Let's get 1 more. Almost identical in the Pisces reading. It's so bizarre. 10 of Pentacles on the back end. Really, really love this. This makes me very happy. It kind of seems like that page is guarding that 10 of Pentacles too. So if you're the type of Scorpio, which I know most of us are, where you're like a little bit territorial, you're very protective of the people and the things that you value and love. I mean, those instincts could be heightened in the coming days and weeks. I'm already getting that intuitively, but there's some good stuff here. I mean, I definitely want to see what's up with that Page of Swords, but let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. But at first look, first glance, elementally, we have a nice little mixture going on. We have water, which is the Scorpio power element. We have earth, which is very complementary for Scorpio as well. We got a little bit of air in the center, which is a little flighty. It's a little, it could be of the mindset, it could be communication. There's a lot of cerebral action when it comes to air energy. So it's like we have the realm of emotion, we have the realm of logic and the mind, and then we have the material world too. So it's like we have a nice little mixture of stuff happening here. So whether these are all different situations or one, that remains to be seen. But let's go through this piece by piece and really start to build it out. So position number one, we're starting with the Eight of Cups. That's why I said I like an action card. And I view this card as a neutral. Okay, so you see that person, they're walking away from the Eight Cups. It's dark out. The moon is up in the sky. It does have some inherent mystery. So when I see this card, yeah, there's a little mystery. There's a little surprising or unexpected energy to it too. This is somebody taking action. And of course, in the classical sense, it can represent walking away from something. Okay, but I don't limit it to that. Because to me, I see this as a neutral card of action. Just because this person's walking away from the Eight of Cups doesn't mean that he's not walking towards the Nine, right? Like, because that's exactly where this person's headed, from the Eight to the Nine. So it's movement. It's movement. So whether you're making a move, whether it's someone you're connected to, like I just feel this person doing stuff, which feels pretty cool to me. Now, the challenge with this card, sometimes it could represent feelings of abandonment. Sometimes it could represent giving up on things. Sometimes this could be a bit of a flaky energy, which that's usually a big no-no for Scorpio. Like if you're ever dealing with somebody and they don't seem reliable, or the situation doesn't seem reliable, that's a big red flag. So we'll see what this is. To me, I'm just going to call it action, even though I don't know the meaning behind it. And then we have this bigger picture that we're kind of picking up too with the Page of Swords right next to it, because that, I don't want to say it complicates it, but it definitely deepens what could potentially be going on here. Because you see, we have this person with the Eight of Cups. They're moving around, they're walking, they're on that beach, and this page, the Watcher of the tarot deck, is observing. I am watching, I'm keeping an eye on something. Now, for a portion of you, this could be an air sign you're connected to. Could also represent someone younger. Pages usually represent a youthful type of energy. But yeah, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But we don't have to just put those stipulations on it. The page, all pages, are students and messengers, so it could represent something new. Whether it's a new adventure, new endeavor, new job, you name it. It's just a very fresh type of energy, but it could also be communication. So usually it's a talk, it's a message of some kind. We'll want to dig into it deeper, because the thing with the Page of Swords is that it is very defensive. So it's like, all right, I'll talk to you, but I'm going to keep an eye on you. It like holds back a little bit, and it's the Watcher of the tarot deck, right? You've heard me say it. I'm sure you've heard other readers say it. Whenever this Page of Swords comes up, there's some sort of observation going on. So whether you're observing a situation, whether Spirit wants you to continue or keep an eye on it, maybe someone's observing you. It could really go both ways as well. So the fact that this page is sitting here keeping a very close eye on this Eight of Cups, I feel like is an interesting dynamic, because I saw something very similar in the Pisces reading. So maybe it's a water sign thing this week. Now, what adds a little more complexity is this Ten of Pentacles here on the back end, because to me, it does feel like this page is kind of guarding, or like, yeah, kind of keeping watch of this Ten of Pentacles. This is a very good card. Beautiful, beautiful energy. The Ten of Pentacles, as with all tens, could represent a close of the cycle, but to me, this is a happy ending. When I see the Ten of Pentacles, it's a win, it's a victory, it's expansive, it's stable, it's predictable, but in a good way, and it's just expansive. I really like it. This is great for business. This is great for money, stability in general, family, living situations. So the Ten of Pentacles is essentially what most people value most. And that page is either guarding it or protecting from it. There's like these interesting dynamics that are at play here. Now, all these can be separate. Of course, that reigns true. When I see the Ten of Pentacles, this could be, again, similar to that vibe we were picking up last week, where it's like, oh, whoa, something paid off for you, or oh, something went really well. So I feel very optimistic about it. But these two, well, this action up here is like, huh, I like this Ten of Pentacles, but what is all this action? So I want to dive deeper on all of it, Scorpio. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. Let's get a good shuffle here. What do we got here for Scorpio, please? Guides and spirit team. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Eight of Cups. Let's see what all that action's about. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Scorpio, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, so Eight of Cups time. What is happening? Thank you. Five of Cups in reverse. It does kind of give me an energy of frustration, believe it or not. Like most people would say, like, yeah, the Eight of Cups or Five of Cups in reverse. This is some, like, in the strict sense, if we were reading this just classically, this is somebody saying, you know what, something doesn't make me happy, so I'm not going to invest energy into it. So very possible for some Scorpios, you might be in that place. I feel like I had to mention it for some reason, where it's like, you know what, all it does is upset me. All it does is make me sad. I'm not happy with it, so bye. It's like giving me that kind of energy. But that's not the main thing I'm picking up here. It feels more of like a frustration. Like, so again, there could be situations you're dealing with, people you're dealing with, where it's like, there's just always something a little off here. Like, what's the issue? Can we get down to the root of it? Like, that's how it feels to me. Like, even looking at it and trying to describe it is like filling me with a sense of frustration. So again, whether it's a situation, whether it's a person, it's like I don't know what to do about this. So the energy kind of gives up. It gets to the point of frustration where it says, you know what, I can't deal with this right now. I'm going to step away for a little bit. That's just how it feels to me. Does it feel permanent? I'm not going to say that, but it feels so frustrated with something that it says, you know what, I'm just going to take a step back, collect myself here. That's just how the energy is presenting to me. Five of Cups in reverse is a good thing. I would say this, if you get like amped up or in your feels or in your energy in this time, Spirit might be giving you a literal message like, go take a walk it off. Like that's so random. Let's just keep moving. So yeah, those are the main things I'm picking up there. Let's see what's up with the Page of Swords. Because while all this is going on, while all this stuff is happening over here, that page is observing it. So let's see. Why is that Page of Swords here? So why is it in the mix? Thank you. Knight of Wands. It's an energy that seems to like swoop in last second. It does. Now, we do have the Knight of Wands in the upright underneath this Page of Swords. So it's like not an energy that's just going to stay in the shadows forever. It's an energy that's going to like, you know what, I'm going to let them do what they do. I'm going to let them, you know, go through the motions, and I'm going to let them try to figure it out. But then it's like last second explosive action. You know, we got the fire and air combination. Either that or it's communication. Both of those cards are messages, but they both share that same thing where it's like at the last minute. So for some Scorpios, there could be certain things where it's like the second you don't care anymore, that's when the energy comes in. Or the second you're about to fully give up on something, that's when the energy comes in. It's screaming that to me. So I feel like it could be either it's an explosive action coming in at the last second, or it's a communication, a talk of some kind, where it's like, oh, no, don't go away just yet. It's like giving me that kind of vibe. Super unique this week. It's like the last possible second this energy rides in with this Knight of Wands in the upright. Big fire sign energy, big initiator, right? So it's like it goes from this page to the night. Like, oh, I'm going to come in and save the day. It's like giving me that kind of vibe too. So, I mean, I like it. I don't dislike it. I just wish the energy would have came in a little sooner. That's the vibe. It's like, all right, well, you really took your time there. You really waited till the last second there. Let's keep moving over to the Ten of Pentacles. And we'll see what's up with that. And we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow. So why is the Ten of Pentacles here for Scorpio? Please. Thank you. I mean, it's good energy on the other side of this. So still, just like I've been feeling for a couple weeks, for a lot of Scorpios, there is a wave of good positive energy rolling in, because all this frustration and stuff I was feeling here in the beginning, when I get back here, it's like it melted away immediately. So for me, it tells me, for a lot of you, again, this is obviously a win or a victory of some kind. So whether it's in work, business, the realm of relationships, it's something that goes the right way where like all the pressure just dissipates. Where like it felt heavy and frustrating and this and that. And then right here on the back end, it's like, everything feels much better. I saw that in another sign this week where it's like 1,000 pounds off the shoulders. It's given me that. Now the Ace of Cups is fresh, it's new, represents offers, opportunity, love, emotion, feelings, beginnings, endings. We have the whole cycle. I still think for a lot of you, the protectiveness, the vigilance, it's showing up here this week. So just know if you're territorial, if you're very protective, if you put your own walls up, they're showing up still this week. It's like, I don't know if I should let this in. I don't know if I should let this in. But either way, there's a really beautiful wind-based energy coming in, and I feel relief. I feel a sense of relief. Remember, aces, they can also be a conversation as well. So that's another big theme. We got the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Page of Swords, all cards of communication that seem to bridge the gap. So again, whether it's an explosive talk or a talk coming in, it feels so good to me. Like it's like night and day when we get back here. So there could be situations that improve vastly, and that's why the wind shows up here. So we love the Ace of Cups around here. We love all aces that represent offers and all sorts of good stuff. So I'm liking what we're seeing here, Scorpio. I really think this energy is nice, except for like that last minute vibe that I was picking up here in the center. But let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical, well, not the classical, we'll give you a quick recap, then we'll get into the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the 8 of Cups with the 5 of Cups in reverse here. Now, I did give you the very strict classical meaning of this, where it's someone that says, you know what, something doesn't make me happy, so I'm going to distance myself from that. To me, it felt more of like frustration building with a situation or a person where it's like, you know what, I've almost had it up to here. I'm almost done trying. You know what, forget it, screw it. It was like giving me that kind of vibe. I need to take a step back or I'm going to stop trying for a little bit. That's just how it feels here. So watch out for various things that might just get under the skin and frustrate you in this time. Moving to the center, we have the Page of Swords and the Knight of Wands, which seems to be an energy that was like paying attention or checking in or observing. And it's like, all right, well, you're watching this energy get frustrated. You're watching this energy struggle. Like, why are you waiting so long? To me, it feels like this energy at the very last second. So again, whether it's something where it's like you totally put it out of your mind, you don't care about it anymore, you give up on it. It's like at that very last second, very slim, this energy comes in. So it's either explosive action, real quick, very sudden, or it's a conversation, especially with all the communication going on. Now, on the back end, we do have the 10 of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups in the upright. Again, your territorial ways or protective ways could be heightened in this time. But it just felt like a relief to me. So again, we have this beautiful wind-based energy where it's like all the frustration from the front melts away. All the weight is off my shoulders. I feel 1,000 times better. So I'm not sure what's causing it. I do feel like it's very claimable. But yeah, please take a screenshot. Looks like we still have this good energy rolling in from the past couple weeks. Let's get into the shadows. Let's get a good shuffle here. And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing. So shuffle it up here. What do we got for Scorpio? And yes, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get this going here. What do we got in the shadows for Scorpio gang? Oh, quick. Nice. Strength. So if you're connected to a Leo, they could be showing up here in a pretty big way. And when I see strength, I think of someone's strength of character. So the shadow side of this, and again, for some of you, I'm just going to give you the shadow side of the card. I don't feel like we have to go through the whole walk down of the positives of this. Now, strength can show up often when the universe tests you. Okay, so watch out. Like there could be certain temptations, there could be certain tests or things that pop up that really put you through your paces, especially if there's things you've been trying to refrain from. So whether it's situations, behaviors, thought processes, people, when I see strength, it's like your strength will be tested, my friend. And listen, if there's anyone that can pass the test, you know it's Scorpio gang, so it doesn't really concern me much, but it is showing up. So again, there's something here about having a good strength of character as well. So I feel like that's okay. And it could also be reassuring. Remember, this is also an angelic protective card as well. So Scorpio, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the June subscriber surprise. If you would like further insight on your situation, you can book a personal reading with me at my website, mastermetaphysics.com. The June calendar is open, so you can go check for availability. But for the June subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 3 copies of one of my most favorite decks ever, the Everyday Witches Tarot. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as always. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments if you could manifest something right now instantly, what would it be? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.